Hello, my friends. It is February the 9th of 2025. This video is about the band Shape of Despair. I'm going to rank their albums. So first of all, I just want to say that I'm fairly sick. I started to become sick yesterday. I actually took the day off from work, but I wanted to make this video anyhow. I've been planning to make this video for a while now, so I just decided to go ahead and make it. Okay, so Shape of Despair are a band that I've been to for a couple of years now. I definitely enjoy their music quite a bit, and so if you're not familiar with them, they are a funeral doom band from Finland. They've been around since I believe the late 1990s. They have 5 full-length albums as well as a few other releases. Okay, so I'm going to rank their albums from my least favorite to my most favorite. And like I always say, this is completely subjective. This is how I feel. You may have a different opinion, and that's perfectly fine. I also want to say that Shape of Despair's albums are all masterpieces in my opinion. I enjoy all their albums, and so this was actually a very challenging ranking to do. But I decided to go ahead and do it anyhow because I think this will be exciting. Okay, so yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is Illusions Play. This album came out in 2004. Yeah, so this would be my least favorite album from them. Overall, it's a pretty good album, but some aspects of it I don't really care for that much. The production isn't my favorite, especially compared to the production of their other albums. I find there's too much keyboard interludes within these songs. I find it can be a bit boring at times because the keyboard parts sort of drag on, and to me that's just not that entertaining. The emotional quality of this album to me just isn't as good as their other albums, but overall, still a fantastic album, an album that I can enjoy, but it's the album I go to the least. And but like I said, still a fantastic album, but just my least favorite. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is Illusions Play. Okay, coming at number 4 is Shades of. This album came out in 2000. This is their first album, a phenomenal album, very heavy, just very dark and miserable sounding. It's just haunting. It's just so dark. The guitar tone is just so thick and heavy. Lots and lots of guttural vocals here. Yeah, very interesting album. Certainly a very good debut album. Love the production here as well. It's just very thick and very full sounding. Yeah, very good album. I just love the mood so much on this one. Yeah, great stuff. Certainly one of the best funeral doom albums out there in my opinion, and I know other people love this album quite a bit as well. Very good stuff. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is Shades of. Coming in at number 3 is Angels of Distress. This album came out in 2001, so this is their second album. A very dark sounding album. Well, of course, all their albums are dark sounding, but this one is especially melancholic sounding. There's just so much despair within these songs, and so much of it throughout this entire album. It's, in my opinion, I would say it's their most melancholic sounding album. Yeah, great production here. Just love the production especially. Yeah, just really good stuff. Love the vocal interplay with the melodic vocals with the guttural vocals. Mind you, they do that on all their albums, but on here it's especially interesting in my opinion. But yeah, great album right here. I've listened to this one so much. Great release, and yeah, what more can I say? Fantastic stuff. Okay, so coming in at number 3 is Angels of Distress. All right, coming in at number 2 is Return to the Void. This album came out in 2022. This is their most recent release. Yeah, I just love this one so much. I actually listed this on my top 10 albums of 2022 list. Yeah, this is just a phenomenal album right here. Love the atmosphere on it. It just has this cold, wintry feel to it. An album that I can just listen to, like just chill out and just listen to and just immerse myself in. Yeah, it has almost like this relaxing quality to it, even though it's just very heavy still. Love the vocals in here especially. The production is really good, and yeah, so and there's definitely more variation I would say as well because their earlier albums there wasn't much variation in the songs. Like it almost sounded like one continuous song. Their albums, like their first 3 albums especially. But with this album, yeah, you can definitely hear more variation in the songs. Like you can definitely decipher one song from the next, and lots of great melodies on here. Lots of like almost like catchy melodic qualities on here also. Yeah, fantastic album right here. True masterpiece. Love this one so much. Okay, so coming at number two is Return to the Void. All right. Okay, so coming in number one is Monotony Fields. This album came out in 2015. Yeah, so they released this album after quite a long hiatus. I think it was probably about, what was that, about an 11-year hiatus, I believe. Yeah, because Illusions Play was the last album that had come out before this, and that album came out in 2004. So yeah, about 11 years. Yeah, and they came back really, really strong in this release right here. This one is just phenomenal. Great, great production. In my opinion, better than their early releases. Even though their early releases were just amazing and had amazing production, this one is just, there's something unique about the production here. Just everything just sounds just amazing. Of course, excellent vocals, excellent musicianship here. Again, this is where they started to have more variation in their songs. There's definitely more discernment between one song to the next. Like I said already, there was, like with their earlier albums, there's not much variation, I suppose, which is kind of interesting. And those earlier albums had that quality to them, but this is where they really started to branch out and have each song have its own sort of identity and almost have like sort of like catchy qualities to their music. There's sort of like distinct melodies that just really pull you in. And this album too is just, it's just amazing. I mean, like their other albums, they just have this transcendental quality to them, this almost like meditative quality to it. You can just listen to it in the dark and just chill out and just, it's almost relaxing, but also so heavy at the same time. But this album really does it so well. And yeah, just an absolute masterpiece right here. Love this one so much. But like I said, all their albums are masterpieces. But of course, some of them I do like a little bit more than the others. But yeah, a band that's been so consistent. And yeah, I just love their music a lot. Okay, so yeah, but coming in number one is Monotony Fields. Okay, so those are my album rankings for the band Shape of Despair. Yeah, what an incredible band. I just enjoy their music so much. Like I said, it was a difficult album ranking to do because all of their albums are masterpieces, but I decided to do it anyway. It was fun to do. So yeah, let me know what your album rankings are for the band Shape of Despair. I'm very curious to know. So yeah, of course, I'm still fairly sick, but I do have a work shift tomorrow, so I am planning on going to work. But yeah, I have a fairly good immune system, so I should be able to get over this within the next couple of days. I'm a fairly healthy guy, so I'm not really too worried. So yeah, leave some comments. I very much appreciate it. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you don't. All right, so I want to say thanks to all the people who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. I really, truly appreciate it. Take care, my friends. Cheers.